What's going on, everyone? Model Deer Farmer back with you here today on American Farming, and guess what? I got a new phone, so hopefully the game should be a lot less laggy now, which is hopefully how it's going to go here. So let me know down in the comment section if this game actually looks better and works better now, because I'm able to run it on full high settings with no issue. So that's awesome. We're going to get into things here today. Got a lot to do. And hopefully this video turns out good. Now, the aspect ratio on this phone I think is a little bit different than what is a YouTube video, so we'll kind of have to see how that works. Hopefully it doesn't cause too much of an issue, but we got a lot to go on here. Right now we got, yeah, I pulled him into the field and I shouldn't have done that. We're gonna need liquid fertilizer in this because this is about empty, but then we're gonna get him going. We got lots of machines to move around right now, lots to do here today, so we're going to try and get into it here. We'll fill liquid nitrogen out of the trailer here. I think we got a full trailer in there, so we should be good. Got a full load out of there. We'll go ahead and get this thing unfolded, get him going in this field, move the corn planter back out of the way, and I believe our forage harvester is full, so we'll have to go unload that. We'll get him hired there on a helper though. Man, it is crazy how less laggy this game is. iPhone 15 works a little bit better than iPhone SE. Okay, so we'll get this thing backed out of the field here, because otherwise he's going to run into the sprayer's going to run into him, so we don't want that. Looks like the forage harvester is full here though, so we'll go ahead and get him going here to unload and then get him on back out here to the field. I hope you guys enjoy the American Farming videos now that they are a lot less laggy, because this phone can run this game a lot better now, and I'm pretty excited about that. It is way more pleasing to play too, and hopefully no crashes now, so I mean that would be the idea here. But we'll pull up here and get him unloaded into the harvester silo. Now the only issue is my stick drift on my controller, which is what it is. There we go, he is all emptied out. We'll get him back over to the field here, and then we got a full semi of corn over at the farm that we need to deal with. See if our hogs need any more feed or not. Maybe sell some corn too. We'll hire him though, and he'll figure out back where he needs to go. I guess maybe he'll just pick up there. Good enough. Yep, he is caught on the semi now, and I figured that was gonna happen, but he cannot back up fast enough. Come on. There we go. Okay, let's check on the hogs over here in the animal menu. So they are pretty much full on food right now. Over at Hog Farm 2, they are all up to weight already, so we're sitting pretty good. Over there we won't need any more food, and honestly, right now at the home farm, I'm going to say that we don't need any more food for the time being. Now guys, I wonder one thing, and some of you guys who have probably played the game more than me are going to think I'm stupid for doing this, but we're gonna go see if we can run into a tree. That's what we're gonna see. We're gonna see if the dairy cattle, if they can eat corn, just straight corn. I've wondered that for a while, so you know, why not try it out here? It's probably not gonna work, and y'all are gonna call me stupid, but yeah, I got no trigger driving through there, so we're just, it's a rough day today with the semi. Come on, get back over there, cattle trailer. We're going to go sell this trailer of corn now, since, you know, we ain't got nothing else to do with it. Corn's probably not going to be worth much right now since it's October. Bringing stuff right off the field, but we'll try bringing it in here, see how much money we can get. It's going to be $6,700. Not too much, but not too bad at the same time. There we go, our trailer of corn is sold. We'll head back over to the field, because I believe the combine is about full, so we're gonna need to get him unloaded rather, of corn, and the grain cart's got about half a load on it right now as well, I think. Yeah, he's getting pretty full there. There we go, he is unloaded. We'll go ahead and just park it right here for now. We'll go ahead and take the grain cart and get him unloaded. It's not gonna be a full load quite yet, but we'll be getting closer. There we go, the semi is about full. We'll just leave the cart parked right there. We're gonna get the planter going here, get him ready, because the helper on the sprayer is about ready to be done. Pick up a load of feed out of the trailer here. We're gonna put this load into the heifer area, because the last two loads we put in were in the dairy barn. So we're gonna give them some food there keep them going. Okay, and I believe we're ready to get him going here, to get him folded up so then he can be ready for the next field here once we finish planting this one. We'll see if we got any more left here in the silo. Well, we got about 2/3 of the load, so we'll go ahead and get this swung back there and feed the dairy cows for now. Forage harvester is going to be about full here again pretty soon. Well, just got knocked out here on the field by the farm, so we'll go ahead and get finished unloading here. Then we need to get some diesel thrown in this thing because we're a little bit low on that before we head over to the big field. We'll back up here to the squad built fuel trailer and get this thing filled up. There we go, got 270 gallons thrown in the combine here. We'll head on over to the big field now, which looks like it's not quite ready yet because I forgot the time on slow. So we may have to have him wait a little bit until this is ready to go. Looks like the forage harvester is filled up though, so we'll go ahead and unload him again. Boy, I can't wait till Squad Built comes out with that New Holland forage harvester for this game, because that is going to be a game changer, because this takes forever. Unloading into the silo here though, I wish that you were just able to feed it straight out of this trailer into the pen. That'd be so nice, because it's just another extra thing we gotta do. We gotta put it in here so we can take it out with the trailer and put it into the barn. Wish we could just cut that step out, but we're unloaded, so we'll get heading back out to the field, get him going again, and get moving on to the next thing. Since we don't have the combine running right now, I should be able to get this guy going, fertilizing this field, once I get, you know, all the other equipment out of it. So we'll get the truck moved out here, and the grain cart, so then he'll be clear to roll. Last little bit of corn from the field will get thrown in here into the semi, and we'll take the grain cart back out to the field. This is such a sweet grain cart tractor. They still got plenty of food in there, and they're getting closer to being fully fed, so I think we're just going to go sell this full load of corn here, because there's no point in letting it sit around. If they need some more, we'll take the first load off that big field and come bring it over here then. Path is blocked. What do you mean path is blocked? There we go, $6 grand for that trailer load. Oh yes, sorry about that. Get out of the way there. That seed tender's probably going to end up in the way then too. Nope, he's all good. There we go, all unloaded at the elevator here. We'll head back onto the farm. We'll bring this back over here to the big field, so we'll be able to just start filling once this corn gets ready here. Pull another load out of the silos here, get to the dairy cows, so we can hopefully keep them going here on milk. There we go, unloading a load. Just something here for you guys to keep in mind. So I know I've gotten some comments saying that you want me to try out the beef operation. I'll make you guys a deal. I will try out the beef operation once that new forage harvester comes out, because there's no way in heck I'm going to be doubling my cattle operation with the kind of equipment that's in the game right now. So once we get a new forage harvester in the game, then I'll be down to try and beef cattle. There we go, he finished up planting here on this field. I don't know if the sprayer is done or not over here. I would think it's pretty close to being done anyways, but we'll get the corn planter going over here. There we go, he's going. That means that this machine is done. We'll get him moved back over here. That also means that we're going to have like no helpers running right now. So we might end up doing a cutting of hay just for the heck of it. Because I mean, we're kind of waiting on everything right now. So I mean, what else are we going to do? So I guess while we're kind of just waiting here for some things to get going, we'll take the narrow front whatever this tractor is, 86, 66, one of the two. We'll take it over to the cattle farm and get him going on the mower here to try and do a cutting of hay. There we go, our mower is sitting right here by the diesel tank. I don't know how I'm going to get that hooked up, but okay, there we go, that worked out just fine. We'll go ahead and get that swung out here, and we'll get, actually we might not have a helper right now, so I might have to wait a little bit until the planter is done. Or I just run the planter myself. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to get him going. Yes, you are in a field. Hate to break it to you. There we go. Running on that. We will go over and start running the planter here. Not going to be too much to finish out this field. Actually, since we don't have the combine running yet, we would have been just fine. Oh well, we'll plant some corn here. I haven't done that in a while. And it doesn't take long with this big rig anyways, so we'll just go ahead and get this field knocked out, and then we'll check on the combine after that, see if he is ready to go on that field of corn yet. Oh, and of course the forage harvester ends up with a full tank. Well, we'll get him unloaded. We got one more pass to go on this cornfield here, then we'll go check the combine, and then we will go take care of the forage harvester, get him unloaded, and keep him running. If you guys are enjoying the video, make sure to hit that like button. Also consider subscribing to the channel. That'd mean a lot to me. We're trying to hit 4,000 subscribers by the end of March, so let's try and get there. I know you guys can do it. We're under 700, so let's keep rolling there. Happy New Year, everyone. If you have any comments or questions, you can leave those down in the comment section below. Thanks for being a part of the channel here. I'm glad that you guys watch these videos. Thank you so much. I hope you're enjoying the video. Well, we'll go park this over here in the line of machinery, and I don't really know if any more of the field got ready yet, because these end rows are, but none of the rest of the end rows are, and so we may not be able to run yet. I don't think we're, oh, yep, we're ready to go here. We'll find the combine, get him running, and then we'll go take care of the forage harvester. There we go, he's off for a long adventure on that field. We'll take care of the forage harvester here and get rolling. There we go, get that load of silage unloaded into the harvester. Get another load of silage loaded up here, because why not just try and stay on top of things, try and get us the most amount of milk produced. Then we'll sell that all off in October and hopefully get a lot of money. Get backed up here and start unloading. Combine's going to end up being full over on that end of the field, so we'll go ahead and take the tractor and grain cart rig over and get that unloaded once he is full here. Man, I love this tractor on grain cart. It just looks super awesome. And it's speedy too. 32 mile an hour. This thing is crazy. It is awesome. Getting the job done here on the farm. Wouldn't have it any other way. Goes the same speed as a Magnum, a new Magnum, and it's way cheaper to buy. We'll go ahead and try to catch him on the go here. There we go, unloading on the go with the 90 to 40. Make sure that he can keep rolling and not have to stop here. Get this field knocked out as quick as we possibly can. Looks like all the pigs at the main farm are fully grown as well, so they are all good to go. All of our hogs are ready to be sold here, and I'm going to either do that in between episodes or in the next episode here. We'll go ahead and run this load back over to the semi. I know it's not too big of a load, and right now we're kind of going to be able to stay on top of things for a little bit while he gets the end rows opened up, but we'll just go ahead, get it unloaded, so then we'll be all good for the next couple loads. Well, everyone, I think that's going to be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button. Also, consider subscribing to the channel. Make sure you hit that bell icon so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video, no matter if it's American farming, Farming Simulator 25, or anything that has to do with the farm toy world. But I want to thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any comments or questions, you can leave those down in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see y'all in the next one. What's going on, everyone? Model Deer Farmer back with you today here on American Farming, and today it is May, and so y'all know what that means. It's time to go sell our hogs. So we're gonna hook the second semi here up to the trailer. I'm gonna go load up the hogs at the main farm. We're gonna try seeing if we can use the helper to drive down there now, because my phone's a little bit more powerful now. Hopefully it'll work. Last time on the old phone it crashed. We're gonna see if it'll work though today. I believe we only have, well, maybe we do have 3 helpers running right now. I didn't think about that. Well, we might have to wait a little bit, because I forgot that I had another helper running on the grass, unless we stop Well, he's full right now and doesn't really have any room to unload, so I think we're just going to stop him for now. Oh, and he's full too, I guess. Well, we're going to try getting him going here. Number 8 would be the livestock yard. We're going to try that. Drive there. We're going to unhire him right now on the forage harvester, and we're going to try moving some corn here to get the combine back rolling, because the semi is full right now and the grain cart is completely full as well. We're going to need all this corn though to feed the new hogs once they come, but right now I think we're just going to go put this semi load into the bin so it can stay there. We can keep the combine running, and then we can pull it out of the bin whenever we need to. There we go. We'll put it in bin 1 here and get that unloaded and go unload the combine. There we go, all empty. We'll head on back out to the field. Okay, he said he made it down here to the animal dealer, so everything's looking good, and we'll pull him around here. That's not too bad. We'll get these unloaded, sell all of them. 20 grand there. We'll pick up a new load of wieners, then we'll see if we can get him to drive back over to the farm, because this feature is pretty sweet if I don't have to drive them all over. There you go. He'll figure his way out. Also, I don't know if I showed you guys this because I tabbed into it but didn't really talk about it at all. I ended up picking up this case here because we need a tractor to run the baler and the rake while the other tractor's doing the forage harvesting. And the little Farmall H wasn't having enough horsepower. So I picked up this thing. It was only like 10 grand. I think it'll work out pretty good. We're going to go ahead and pull up the semi right next to the grain cart here and get the grain cart. This should top off this semi here, and then once we get the new hogs put into the main farm building, we'll go fill some corn in there. Okay, the semi made it back up here to the farm, so we're going to pull him up here, try to unload as many of these little wieners as we can. We're going to load the last few. There we go, we got the last few ready to sell hogs pulled out of there and got the rest of the wieners put in. Now we'll head on over to the other farm to get this trailer full, and then we'll get him to take it back over. There we go, we got a load loaded up, so we'll go ahead and hit, nope, not the field, livestock yard. There we go. Combine's about full, so we're going to take this over there to go unload him, and then we'll go ahead and take the semi to go unload that. There we go, we'll park him there. There we go. We'll take this over to the hog farm at the main yard. Then we'll go pull our load out of the bins there so we can put it in the other hog barn. Start unloading this there. Well, that only ended up using half of a semi-load. We're going to leave what's in the bins in there right now and not worry about that, because we're going to have a full load on the grain cart. So we're going to come dump that in here. And actually, our helper got us down here to the animal dealer, so we're going to get him unloaded so then he can get going back. He just finished up mowing over here on the grass field, so we're going to go ahead and get the mower brought back up here to the edge of the yard. And we're going to get the rake hooked up to this tractor and finish getting the rest of this field all raked up. We're going to go take the grain cart over here to the semi, get him unloaded, and then I think our hog driver might be either back at the farm already or close to back there, so we'll go take care of him. Okay, there we go. We'll get him loaded up with another full load of hogs and get him sent back on his way down to the animal dealer. While we got a minute here, we're going to go try unloading the forage harvester machine. I don't think we have a helper to keep running on this right now, so we're just kind of going to unload it and maybe go set him back over there on that end of the field, or he might just figure it out, because if you remember last time when we were forage harvesting this field, it makes a little bit of a mess and he skips a whole bunch, and yeah, that's just kind of how it is. We'll get him unloaded into the harvester though here. All unloaded, we'll take him back out to the field. Combine is full again, so we'll go unload him with the grain cart. And our driver made it back down here to the hog barn, so we're going to go ahead and get this trailer sold off and get another trailer of wieners picked up. We'll send him back to the hog barn. We're gonna hop in the baler here a little bit, just do a couple rows here while we're waiting for the hog driver to get back. Baling hay. Well, we kind of got all we can get for now over here on this field. So we're just gonna park the baler there. And we're gonna get back going here on hog stuff because the hog driver is back. So we'll go ahead and get him pulled in here. We'll unload all of those, and then we're gonna load up our last, I think it's like 42 hogs into the trailer. There we go. We'll send him back down to the animal dealer. This farmhand driving this semi is a real big help. It's nice that I don't have to spend half of the video today like actually running him. But we'll go ahead and get the corn dropped in the silos now since all the big hogs are out. It's going to take quite a lot of corn, but I mean, we got plenty of it sitting right now. And there we go, they're full right now. And the combine's full again. Well, we'll get the cart dumped here real quick and then head on over to go and load him. Okay, the hired hand just made it down here to the dealer for the last time. We'll get those sold off and get one more trailer of wiener pigs, and then we will be done hauling hogs for the year. Well, I guess for the time being, we'll go ahead and bale some more hay here while we're waiting for other things to get finished up. Okay, we got a full hay rack, but the helper did get back to the hog farm. So we're going to get these last load of hogs unloaded for the year. And there we go. We're done hauling hogs now. Just because I like this worker driver thing a lot, we're going to make him drive back up to the dairy farm. We need to go get these bales unloaded up here though, and I'm going to feed them to the heifers because I haven't fed the heifers very much recently. So we're going to do that. There we go, all fed to the heifers. And there's the semi just pulling up the driveway now. Now there was this little area up here that the helper decided he didn't want to rake, so we're going to have to go back and rake that ourselves, but not too big of a deal. Well, since we are done with the trailer helper, we're going to get the forage harvester run back again. Almost done. Oh, we might actually be done raking hay now. Finished raking hay over there, so I'm going to bring him over and just rake up the last little bit over here. And then we're going to need to go unload the combine because the combine is full again. I don't know why he didn't want to do this little area up here, but we'll take care of it and get it all wrapped up. And there we go, wrapped up with... I keep hitting the wrong button to fold it up. I don't know why. There we go. All folded up. We're all done with that now. Now I'm going to go throw some diesel in this thing because it's getting a little low. So we'll pull it up here by the diesel barrels and get it filled up. Yes, only $40 of fuel. That's amazing. Guess we'll go take care of the combine. Well, the grain cart's almost got a load on it, so I guess we'll go dump that back in the grain cart and then maybe finish off the video with a little bit more baling. Well, and there's another full semi, so hopefully the hogs keep eating their food here because we got plenty of corn right now. We're a little bit ahead of schedule. But we're going to finish up here on some baling today. Not too bad of a job left to go, but I hope you guys all enjoyed the video today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, hit that like button. Also consider subscribing to the channel. That'd mean a lot to me. Make sure you hit that bell icon to be notified whenever I upload a new video here on the channel, whether it be American Farming, Farming Simulator, or anything that has to do with the model farm toy world. If you have any comments or questions, you can leave those down in the comment section below. But thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see y'all in the next one. What's going on, everyone? Model Deer Farmer back with you here today on American Farming, and we are getting some more of our hay baled up here to finish off this field on this cutting. We're going to be spending a little bit of money today because we do have a little bit of money up in the bank account, so we're going to take care of that, make sure we don't have any large chunks of money left, and get some other things accomplished here today. Not exactly all sure what, but we need to get the rest of this hay baled up, so we're going to work on that here right now. Combine's full over here, so we're going to go get him unloaded, and then we're going to go get back to baling. We might have to go dump some corn at some point. I don't remember if the hogs have a lot of corn right now. I think they do because the semi is completely full, and I think I didn't unload that because I didn't really have room, but this cart's going to be full after he unloads into here. We're putting lots of bales for that baler right now, so we filled that thing up. So we're going to go ahead and go dump these over in the cattle barn, and we'll get back, pick up another rack, unload, and we are ready to go. This thing is filling up super fast. I don't know how, well, now it's kind of going slow. But It was going pretty fast, so I don't know how we're going to be able to keep up with this. This is going to take forever. Lots of unloading, I guess. Like, look at that. Look at how fast we're knocking bales up there. Slows down in some spots, but it's pretty quick in others. Well, the forage harvester helper wanted to decide that it was full, so we're going to need to come unload this over into the harvester, get him going again. There's not too much left out here, so we're going to have to be planting this to corn here pretty soon and get that cycle going again. There we go, we're all unloaded. We'll head on back out to the field and get this guy going again. Continuing on with baling here, we're getting closer to finishing, but the grass is also growing up real tall around us, so that's pretty nice too. The great thing is about these passes, they get shorter and shorter each one we do. The combine is full again, but I'm going to make him wait till we finish up this field because we just got a few more passes to go here. And then we can go deal with him, dump semis, feed hogs, you know, do all that fun stuff. Another load, headed to the cattle barn. Should be on to our last load of bales here coming off the field, so that'll be nice to get that finished up and head on doing some other things. We're now heading on to our last pass of the field here, which is going to be awesome. Nice short pass to finish it off. And now we're going to run this thing back up, set on the yard, and head over to the corn operation. There's a little bit of room left here in the grain cart, so we're going to unload what we can from him and then make sure he keeps going, and then we'll go take the semi and go get that thing unloaded. That unloaded him a pretty good amount. We're going to set this off to the side for now. Hop over here into the combine. We're going to unhire him and hire him again so he can go. And we're going to find the semi and start taking it over to the big hog farm, and then whatever's left I'll probably go over to the small hog farm. And we might need to top off the grain cart in between, but we got plenty of corn right now. Getting the corn unloaded over here at the hog farm. There we go, got it all unloaded out of there. I think we'll stop by the grain cart, top this thing back off again, and then head over to the small hog farm. We're going to unload the combine on the go here just to get him fully unloaded so he can hopefully finish off this entire field. He's got one literal row left there, so he's missing 2 rows over here, so whatever, but yeah, he's unloaded now. We'll go top off the grain cart. There we go, fill in the semi, take this over, go feed some hogs. Okay, they didn't use too much, used a little under half a load, so the rest we'll take out back to the field for now. Unload the grain cart a little more, and then get some other equipment moving. So the silage field over by the dairy farm is going to need P&K put on it this time, so we're going to run the 1206 over there, get him ready, because I would assume the forage harvester is going to be finished up here any minute now. So we'll get this spread on there, and then get the liquid nitrogen spread on there, and then get this thing planted so we can keep going making more food. Honestly, he might take this one pass to his left, but other than that, that's probably going to be the last of him here. I don't even know if he'll do that pass. I know there's a little bit left out here, but it is what it is. It's not worth going back and cleaning all of it up because it's just not worth it. He wasn't going to do this pass. We'll go ahead and just run this pass out till the end or until we get full. And then we'll go unload this thing and get the P&K helper running. It'll be so nice when that New Holland forage harvester comes out. We can really start getting things knocked out then. There we go. We are going to call that good enough on this field. Get this thing folded back up, take it over to the silo, get it unloading, and then get the 1206 running. Now we could use the manure that we have for the P&K, but the manure spreader at least that we have is so small. It takes so many refills and it's not very wide. So it's just kind of a time waster, to be completely honest. We'll go ahead and get him fired up there and spreading some fertilizer. This machine's done, so I guess we'll kind of just go park it back over here by the shed for the next time. We're going to need to get this stuff out of the way here. So we got another full semi. We might go just sell that right now for straight cash. And we'll get the grain cart moved out of the way as well. Since this field's about done, we're going to get the sprayer unfolded here so he can start going on this field since we have enough helpers right now. Okay, come on, combine, you're done. You don't need to harvest more. You're done. There you go. Get that one running there. Now we'll get the rest of the stuff moved off the field here. And we're not going to quite get running on the next field for corn harvest yet. I'm going to get this unloaded into the grain cart though first off. Okay, there we go. We got that finished. We are going to drop the corn head right there for the time being. And I'm going to get a helper to drive this, if I remember how to do that. The combine, that's not how you do it. Locations. 11 is the dealership. Yep, drive to the dealership. While he does that, we are going to go sell this load of corn to get a little bit more cash before we go ahead and buy something. And you guys have been wanting this for a little while, and I have too, so we're finally going to do it and kind of try it out a little bit here in the next couple of episodes and see how it goes. We're going to be able to get $6,600 for this load of corn. Let's go ahead and get that unloaded. There we go, finish that up. We'll take this back over to the field farm kind of area, and then we're going to purchase our new piece of equipment. So you guys have been wanting to do soybeans for a while, and I have too. So we are going to go through here. We could get the small one, but I'm not really down for that. I'm not really down for a 20-foot head today. So we're going to get the really super big one, which is 97 grand. So it's not exactly the cheapest, but we're going to go ahead and pick it up. I feel like this one's a 40-foot. It doesn't quite look wide enough to be a 45, but I'm not completely sure. It might be. But we're going to go ahead and purchase that. And we are just a little bit short of the other item I was going to purchase, which was going to be the head trailer. But we are a little short on the money right now, so we're gonna go find the combine. Hey look, he's almost here. I don't know why he was going so slow, but we'll go ahead, pull up in here. The idea eventually is to get a second combine for the operation, which would be awesome. It said this required 400 horsepower, so I don't know exactly what combines we can all run with that. 400 horsepower, 7240 would work just fine. So I think we might get a 7240 at some point, because we don't absolutely need the 8240 or the 9240. And really the difference, the 7240's got a little less grain capacity, but the N9240 and the 8240 have the same capacity, just a little less horsepower, but we only need 400 horsepower for this head. So 7240 would work out great, but we are going to take this on back to the farm for now, since I can't get a head trailer for it. And in real life, this thing would turn into a head trailer, I think, but not like that today. But we don't have a field of soybeans right now, so we are going to have to wait a little bit, but we're going to get one planted here pretty soon. Gonna try this out, see how they do, and I'm excited for it. So we're gonna head on back to the farm here now. Look at this big soybean head on the combine here, taking up the whole road. Oh, we'll see how the bridge goes here with the head on the combine. That actually works better than the corn head, believe it or not. So we're gonna go take this thing up here, set it on the yard at the farm, go hook up back to the corn head here, and get him going on the next cornfield to keep going right now. And then we'll have to, I don't know, I kind of want to plant this field right next to us here to soybeans for now. I don't know, I kind of just want to, I want to try it out. Well, we'll go ahead and just put that there for now and head back out and get our corn head again. Yeah, I definitely did not just flip that head completely over at the combine. Yeah, you aren't seeing that right. I don't know what you're talking about. The amount of suspension on this combine is crazy, considering that combines don't have suspension. Like, this thing just bounces around like crazy. It's not doing it now because I'm not really. But look at that. Crick crossing. Oh, come on. You've worked every other time. Go. There we go. Combine is through the crick. Well, there we go. We'll get him started on this field here, and we will get the tractor and cart brought over here. Looks like he's kind of... He probably finished up that small area over there, and now is getting on the big rows. So we'll leave him alone to do his job here. And he's doing pretty good as well. Getting a lot knocked out here, but we'll run the semi down to them over here where the combine's at. Take the tractor and grain cart down there and hopefully get that field knocked out here before too long. Just kind of leave that right there, and we'll grab the tractor and grain cart. Well, we're just going to park this on the edge of the field here, and we're just going to let the combine cruise right now because he's got an empty hopper, so he's going to get that field opened up here pretty good. Looks like we do have a whole bunch of dairy cows that are too old now, so I think we're going to go hop over here into the cattle semi, and we are going to hook up to this trailer. Last time I sold dairy cows that were too old to give birth, they made us lots of money, and so I'm kind of excited to see how much money we can get from these ones because there looked like there was a good amount of them. Now it doesn't tell me which ones are too old to give birth here, which is not very nice, but I'm assuming it's all these ones that have no growth and are 97.3 months old, which is going to be a whole lot of them, so hopefully we have a decent amount over in our heifer barn that are ready to come over here. There we go. We got 30 head loaded up, I believe. I believe they're all in here. Yeah, they should all be in here. All the rest of them should be good now. Let's check over here. Yep, all of those are yellow, so they are all good to go here. So we're going to head down to the animal dealer. I don't really know what the market is for dairy cows because there really isn't one, so you kind of just got to go in and sell them and see how much you get. I don't know if it counts as like beef, which would sort of make sense, but like I'm not completely sure. Beef market is about rock bottom right now, which kind of sucks, but oh well. Ideally these aren't beef cows, so we could be completely wrong and it might be the complete high right now, who knows. But full trailer of old dairy cows headed down to be sold. Hopefully they'll make us a pretty penny. Oh, combine, why are you trying to go through the grain cart? Thought I was going to be fine setting the grain cart there, but obviously not. Guess I'll move it over here further. And I guess our fertilizer sprayer ran out of fertilizer, so we're going to have to deal with that. But that's not going to happen during this episode because we're going to go sell off these dairy cows, and that's going to be the end of things here today. We'll go ahead and pull in there to sell them. It's going to give us $2,000 for all that, so about $2,000 for each cow. So I'm going to say we're going to get like $50,000, $56,000. Man, that is insane. That is like we're near a third of the money that we need to purchase that second combine. So that may be happening not too far away if I keep being able to sell dairy cows, because man, that was good money there. Now we just gotta wait for more of them to get older, I guess. But everyone, that is going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button. Also consider subscribing to the channel. Make sure you hit that bell icon so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video, whether it be American farming, Farming Simulator 25, or anything that has to do with the model farm toy world. If you have any comments or questions, you can leave those down in the comment section below. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. That's it for this one. I'll see y'all in the next one. What's going on, everyone? Model Deer Farmer back with you here today on the channel. We're back here again on American farming, and we got a lot to get done today because we kind of finished off last episode a little bit behind on a few things because we went to go get our bean head, and so our sprayer here is empty and he's still got some of the field to go, so we're going to drive him up to the farm here because I think I have the trailer filled up with some liquid fertilizer over here, but I don't exactly remember if I do or not. So we're going to see on that and then hopefully get him back going again. See how much we got here, start filling it up out of the trailer. Didn't quite get a full load, but we got a decent amount, enough to get us done with this field. So we're going to head back on over there and get this guy going again. So we'll go ahead and get him unfolded here and just get him set. We'll hit resume so he can do that. And then we're over here, combine's about finished up. So I think we're gonna go get him unloaded here. We might just dump that straight into the truck here. Combine just finished up on that field, so we'll go ahead and try and get tabbed into him here. I don't know why I just put the auger back in, but we'll go ahead and top off the semi here with the rest of this load, and then get the combine going on the other field right over here. Semi's topped off, which is good because we got hogs to feed. We'll finish getting the combine unloaded over here, and then head over and get this guy going again, because then we need to get our planter going as well. Okay, got the combine going here. We are going to take the tractor and planter over here to the dairy cattle farm field and get that planted to corn, because we have an extra helper available right now, and we're not able to start planting that field because he's still putting fertilizer down on that. So we're going to come over here and knock that stop sign over, but get this field ready to go. Knock that sign and the mailbox over. Oh, it didn't do that. Okay, we'll just go ahead and get right into this here, get a helper running, and that'll take care of that. Okay, got this semi ready to go. We're going to go over to the other farm first and get them taken care of since we're harvesting over here right now. Just gonna make the trip, get them filled up, and then head on back over the field. Hopefully fill those hogs up too a little bit. The hogs are about 250, 260 pounds right now, so this one load of corn should finish them up here. There we go. They used about half a load, so we'll go ahead and put the other half a load over in the other hogs. There we go. They're all ready. Now we kind of got things under control a little bit here. We're going to just unload the grain cart completely here. We're going to get hooked up here to our feed trailer, see if we got any anything in the harvester silo here to feed to the cows. We're probably going to have to just hit our chopping trailer. Swing around just because it doesn't like to register when you just keep it there. And I didn't want to back up because that takes forever. But we'll go ahead and fill up here and get our auger swung out. Auger's swung out, we'll just back right up here and get that unloaded. Works pretty good to do this. We got 140,000 pounds left in here right now. We also have 1,100 bushels in the bin of corn. I forgot about that. Go ahead and get filled up again, and I think I'm going to try to get this load over to the calves and heifers just to get them some food as well. Getting them some food here. Trailer's empty. I don't think we're going to have too much left in here, but we'll go ahead and get what we have loaded up and then get that over to the dairy cows. The rest of it, I don't think that's going to be too much. Oh, maybe it will be. Oh, there's another full load that will get backed up here. We got just under one load left here in harvester that will get to the dairy calves, and then I think we need to go take care of the comics. I think he's about full. And there we go, finished feeding the dairy cows for now, so we'll go ahead and head over. The combine is full, so we'll try and find the grain cart. Nope, that's the semi. There's the grain cart. We'll grab the grain cart, head over there, get him unloaded so he can keep going. Got some good yielding corn here. Since our spray trailer is empty here, I think we're going to go run this over to the co-op quick and get this thing filled up, so then once our sprayer's empty, we can keep up again. There we go, another $3,200 of liquid fertilizer. By the looks of it here, pretty soon we're going to have to start spreading P&K again, so we're going to go ahead, take this over to the co-op now and go fill up with P&K, so then we can get him going here once we have another helper open and ready to go. Definitely gotta tell you guys, it is so much more actually enjoyable to play this game now that I have this new phone and like it actually runs the game. So I hope you guys are enjoying the videos because I'm having a lot more fun with them. I'm excited to get going into beans here pretty soon. That big field that we're gonna be planting next, we're gonna plant that to beans here, and then we'll get to harvest that here in a few episodes. Farmhand Catherine is finished. I'm guessing that's the planter because the planter's kind of just sitting there now. We're going to run this down to the other hog farm, so it's going to be a little bit of a drive. but then we'll go ahead and take care of that planter. And then I believe the sprayer is also done, so they might both be done. So we're gonna have a little bit to do here, get some things moved around and get some more helpers running. Okay, we got the P&K rig moved down here to where we're gonna be needing it, but for the time being, we're not going to hire him because of these other rigs, because we're going to get this machine switched over to soybeans to go plant that big field, and then we're going to get the sprayer over to this field up here where we just planted to get our nitrogen put down on that field. Needs external containers. Huh? What the heck did that say? There we go, planting soybeans here. First time on the farm planting soybeans, so we're going to get this helper going here. And then we're going to take this spraying rig, which is almost out of fertilizer again, so I better just go top that off up here at the farm before we get going again, because otherwise it's going to get halfway done with the field and then going to need more, and I just don't really want to deal with that. But I still really love having this sprayer. Makes nitrogen application really super quick and easy, and it's pretty awesome. Might as well stop up here for some diesel as well. Needed some diesel, so we might as well just top off, not have to worry about that then. So we're going to come over here and get this thing filled up with fertilizer now. And there we go, 1,100 gallons put in the sprayer here. We are ready to go. Head on over to our secondary farmyard, which is just right over there. Get the sprayer unfolded here and get him running on the cornfield. Combine's full again, so we'll go ahead and take care of him. Looks like the hogs over on the main farm are all up to weight, so that's good. These ones, however, need a little more. So now that we're going to have a load here, we're going to take this, dump it over into the semi, and get that load put in here, and then that should finish off them for this round. They should be good. Then we'll be able to sell them, make a whole bunch of money to start working towards our goal of buying that second combine, because that'd be really nice. There we go, getting that load dumped in the hopper bottoms there. Well, now we've got everything kind of caught up again. We got everything going back on helpers here, but getting soybeans planted, you can see the little soybean animations there. Getting soybeans planted here, this will be fun, interesting thing to try out. Definitely a very shallow stand of soybeans if we would be comparing this to real life, but also wouldn't be planting them in January either. But here we are. But soybeans are looking good. I think this will work out pretty good, and I'm excited to harvest them and see how much money we end up getting out of them, because obviously we're not going to be feeding them out, so these are just going to be strictly sold right to the elevator. So we've kind of got everyone satisfied for the time being, and I don't enjoy doing this really, but we're going to spread P&K on this field here because it's not too big of a field and it needs to be done, and we don't have enough helpers right now. So while no other helpers need our attention, we're just going to try and get this field knocked out. This dry fertilizer spreader does work great, but I wish there was a way you could, a different way to put down P&K that was bigger, because while 50 foot is pretty good, it still takes a little while compared to our really wide sprayer, which I don't really know what size it is because it doesn't say in the shop. I'm assuming maybe a 90 footer, but that's just my guess. We have officially been playing American Farming here on the channel though for 14 months now. It's crazy to think that the game has been out for over a year already. We've come a long way. We've come a long way from our very beginning farm with just this tractor and the narrow front tractor and our old combine and the little farm all age. We've come a long way. We've expanded the farm a lot. Been able to get into 2 animal operations here and hoping to eventually get into a 3rd once that forage harvester comes out. But we've also picked up a whole bunch of land. It's been a great experience so far, and it's a lot easier to play now with this new phone. But great game if you got the hardware to run it, especially. But just want to say, if you guys are enjoying the video, hit that like button. Also consider subscribing to the channel. Make sure you hit that bell icon to be notified whenever I upload a new video here on the channel, whether it be American Farming or Farming Simulator or model farming. Let me know down in the comment section what your favorite piece of equipment in American farming is so far. If I would have to pick something that's my favorite, it's probably going to be the new Magnum that we got over there on the grain cart. That thing came out just a little bit ago. Well, it's probably been months ago now, but it's a very nice tractor. Love it. Probably one of my favorite ones in the entire game. The MX is probably a close second, but pretty cool equipment here in the game. Got to give it up to the people over there at Squad Built, Grant Hilbert and his squad, that put this game together and made this all happen. Got a really good game here, and I'm excited for more equipment updates in the future, especially that New Holland forage harvester, because then we'll be able to start our beef operation, because I'm just not going to run a beef operation with that tiny little forage harvester. It takes too long, and I don't have all that time. Almost wrapped up with putting P&K down on this field here. Got one last pass we're going to take care of. Then the combine said that he needed to be unloaded again. Wow, I'm having troubles talking. So we'll go take the grain cart over, get that taken care of, and then pretty close here we'll be wrapping up the video for today. But yeah, definitely enjoy this tractor here. This grain cart's also pretty nice. Good combo here. Love it. Looks awesome. Love having it on the farm. Planter's getting the beans planted here, getting finished up on the end rows, it looks like. Then going to be going on the back and forth rows. Should have this thing finished up here pretty soon. And it looks like the sprayer is getting close. Just got a couple more short passes here on the field. Then we'll be able to get that moved down south for the hog farm and those fields down there. We'll see, maybe by next episode we can get into harvesting soybeans, but I think it might be maybe 1 or 2 more episodes before we get to that point, just because they got to grow yet. But we're getting it going here. Real excited to try those out. And that should be a pretty cool adventure here once we get to it. And I know a few of you have said you want to do wheat down in the comment section. We can do wheat. Thing is, though, I would like to get that second combine before we do wheat, so we can be able to run 2 combines, have one on the corn head and one on the grain head. And we also would probably need to get a bigger drill, so I might do that. We do have the small drill, so that might work, but it might take a little while, but we'll see. We'll get into some of the soybeans and wheat here in the coming episodes. I'm real excited to try that. Looks like the sprayer is done though, so I guess we'll get that roaded down south here. But guys, that's probably going to be it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like. Also consider subscribing to the channel. That'd mean a lot to me. We're trying to hit 4,000 subscribers by the end of March, so we got about 2 months to do that. Let's try and get there. I know you guys can do it. If you have any comments or questions, you can leave those down in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that bell icon. But see you next time here on American Farming, where we'll hopefully be getting a little bit more into our soybean operation. Thanks for watching. We'll see y'all in the next one. What's going on, everyone? Model Deer Farmer back with you here today on American Farming, and we got some stuff to do here today on the farm. Got lots of things. We're getting soybeans planted over on the big fields. He's about to get finished up here before too long. We're gonna have hopefully some silage ready to go here in a little bit. Got the sprayer ready to go spraying some of these fields, and got lots of other things to do. See if the hogs need some food here. Actually, I probably didn't need to give that to them, because I'm pretty sure that all of our hogs are up to weight. Yeah, all the hogs are up to weight, so I shouldn't have dumped that in there. Oh well. Combine's getting close to being full though, so we're gonna need to go take care of him, get him unloaded so he can keep on rolling. There we go, unloading on the go with the rig right here. There we go, got him all emptied out here. Now we're going to head on over to find this tractor to move. Nope, why is that not hooked up? Okay, we're gonna back up, get that hooked back up. We're gonna pull this off the field, because we are going to need to start putting nitrogen down on this field over here. There we go, we're going to put nitrogen down with this machine, so we are going to get it all unfolded here and get rolling on this field. Not too big of a field here, so we'll get this thing knocked out, no problem. There we go, just about finished up with putting nitrogen down on this field. That means it'll be ready to go to get planting here. So that'll be awesome. Planter got finished up over here, so we're going to go drive this back over to the other end of the field and then maybe get planting that field that we just threw down the fertilizer on while we wait for the combine to finish up some things here. But our field of soybeans is planted now and looking great. Excited to get harvesting that here before too long and see how soybeans end up doing. When I loaded up the game, it took a little while for the planter to get unfolded, so we'll just go ahead and hit this little spot here. There we go, we'll get this thing folded up. Well, I just put the planter down and was going to start planting. But then I realized we're still on the soybeans. We want to go back to corn. So, there we go. We'll get our corn planted instead of soybeans right here. We're going to get helper going here because it looks like the combine is full. Just going to take care of him. There we go. We got him unloaded. We're going to go take this load over to the semi. Then we're going to see what else we need to do. It is March. We could probably go get our other semi hooked up to our livestock trailer and get them loaded up because we're going to need to be selling hogs here before too long. There we go. Got that trailer unhooked, but the other trailer is facing the opposite direction. So we're going to have to loop around the silos here and get backed in here and get this thing hooked up. While we're over here, I'm just going to check our dairy farm. We got a few more that are about ready to be sold off. So yeah, but we do not have food for them right now because we're waiting on our forage harvester. So just going to have to wait for that. But we'll go ahead and go get a load of hogs loaded up, take them down there because we'll need to sell those off pretty soon. Make some money, hopefully get to the point where we can purchase our second combine because that would be real nice for our bean operation. There we go, we got 86 hogs loaded up in the trailer. Let's head down to town. We got a little hay left here on the rack, so I mean, why not just go ahead and take this into the dairy barn here. It's not much, and I don't really want to do more hay right now because hay just takes forever with the size of equipment that we have right now, but they get a little food at least. We don't ever use this trailer that's in front of us here, and it kind of just sits around, and so honestly we're just gonna sell that piece of equipment because we don't ever use it, so I don't think it's important for us to have. So might as well just get it off our hands for $14,500. And honestly, I hate to say it because we just keep like buying and selling for manure spreaders, but that machine, not worth it. We're going to sell that. I believe that's all that we have that we can really kind of sell right now. But at least that's gone now. Cleared up the yard a little bit. I mean, do we really need this? No, but I kind of want to keep it just because. Looks like the combine's about finished up here on this field though, so we're going to need to get him moved over. So, oh, looks like this tractor finished up planting this field. So I guess we'll just kind of park him over here right now. We got 3 machines all waiting to get into this field, and the combine's about finished up, so we'll be able to get on doing that. And actually, our corn here is ready to go to get forage harvesting. So we're gonna get a helper going on this field so we can get some silage made. This load of corn's getting pretty full here. We're gonna swing by the bin site here just to top off this semi, and then we're just gonna go sell the semi because I know we have like an entire semi load in the bins right now and the hogs don't need it. So we're just gonna take a little bit out of here, get this thing filled up, go sell off a load of corn. There we go, got it brought up here. $5.50 a bushel, so that's pretty decent. $5,800. Let's get this thing unloaded, get back over to the farm. We're gonna be over on this field next, so we're just gonna park the semi right there. Combine should be done, so we're gonna go find him. There we go. Unload him over into the grind cart here quick, and then get him moved across the creek and get going on that field. Unloading corn. Combine's unloaded. We're gonna head across the creek here, get this thing going here. We're gonna take the quick route through the creek and get going here over on this field of corn. We're gonna get the P&K rig going over here on the field. get a helper running on that. We'll run the grain cart over to the field here across the creek. Gonna get it unloaded. We got one load in here, so just dump that into the semi and keep on going. The soybeans are growing over here, looking pretty good. Getting closer to being ready to harvest, so that's pretty good. So this video ended up being a little short, so we're gonna record a little bit more here, but we're gonna get the forage harvester going back again. He got stuck on the fence, so I kind of helped him out here. He's gonna get back going again. We got the semi full over here, which we do have new hogs now. I hauled all the hogs off screen, so we got a full trailer of corn here. We're gonna go take up to the hogs here, get them fed. After selling the hogs here, we only need about 90 more grand to be able to get our second combine for soybeans, which will be awesome here, so not too far away. There we go, we filled those hogs up, so we got about half a trailer here left. Combine's full, we're gonna go unload him and then take this over to our other hog farm. There we go, we got the combine unloaded. We'll run this over to the hog farm, get dumping some corn in there. And they took the entire trailer load. P&K spreader finished up on this field. We'll go ahead and get him moved off and get the nitrogen sprayer on. Got the sprayer running over here on this field. The combine's getting close to finishing up this field here, and then next episode we'll be able to start harvesting our soybeans. So that'll be awesome. Get trying those out. But this will probably be the end of this video here. Well guys, that's going to be it for this one today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like. Also consider subscribing to the channel if you're new. Make sure to hit that bell icon to be notified whenever I upload a new video here on the channel, whether it be Farming Simulator, American Farming, or anything that has to do with the model farm toy world. Hope you guys all have a great day. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you all in the next one. What's going on, well, Model Deer Farmer back with you here today on the channel, and we're finishing up this field of corn over here. And then we'll be able to get the P&K rig going here, getting some things rolling. Just got the sprayer going here on this field, so the planter's gonna have to wait a little bit longer. Silage harvester's going here, everything's rolling, getting it all done. There's a sprayer, he's getting to be almost out, so we're probably gonna need to, I don't know why he's floating in the air, but we're probably going to need to run our trailer over here that has our liquid fertilizer in it. Run this over there, so then when he gets full, we can go ahead, or empty rather, we can go ahead and fill him up. We'll just park that there, and that will work pretty good. And the combine just finished up here, so we're gonna, well, I don't know why only the corn head was making noise, so now the combine doesn't even sound like it's running, but okay, whatever. We'll go ahead and get it unloaded though into the grain cart here, our new silent electric combine. There we go, all unloaded. We're going to get him going here on the small field up next. This one's not going to take too long to get knocked out here. We'll go ahead, get the grain cart unloaded here into the semi. Looks like our soybeans are just starting to get ready. I think we're going to try getting into those here once we finish up this small field over here by the farm. We'll throw the soybean head on and get working on those. But the grain cart's unloaded, so we'll go ahead. Right now I'm just going to leave it in the corner of this field. Keep getting notifications saying that the dairy farm is out of feed, so I guess while we're kind of waiting on some things here, we'll go ahead and get it filled up. I don't know how much feed we have in here, but we might as well get some undone. Well, we only ended up having half a trailer, so maybe we'll just leave that like that right now and then get some more silage put in there to get going, because it looks like he is full, so we'll unhire him and go run. Oh, wow, this thing's doing it too. We got our electric tractor here that doesn't make any noise. I don't know what's going on with that, guys. We'll go ahead and get this thing unloading there. Well, in real life, I just got done moving a whole bunch of snow, clearing the driveway and doing all that stuff, because it was starting to get sunny. And it was starting to not be too bad out anymore. Well, now we're in full blizzard mode again, and I can't see a mile down the road. So I guess someone will get to go move more snow again. There we go, we'll get this thing filled up now. I don't know what's going on with that cow up in the top of the screen either. This game is having issues today. We'll call them issues. I guess the cow's just having a good time. Ah, there we go. He's finally about on track again. I was lazy. I didn't want to drive him over here, so I just hired him. So he takes the whole pass through the field to get here. But whatever. The MX is also electric now. And it's still got the floating sprayer here. We're a little rough today, guys. The game's falling apart today. Where are you going to? He's literally just sitting doing a circle. Where is he going? He's also popping a wheelie. We got the one end. Okay. I don't know what in the heck you're doing here, bud. We're going to need to unhook that. There we go. You look normal now. I have no clue what that issue was. It's still silent, so I don't know what's going on with that, but I don't know why it's not spraying either. Get back to work, though. Oh, there we go. Combines are getting close to being done with this field over here. He's getting pretty full, so we might have to unload him here going this way if I don't put the tractor in reverse for some reason. There we go, finally on it. Well, he's gonna finish up the last little bit there on that field. There we go. Just got that little bit and we are finished up with the field here. There, I got it to work now. I just got out of the combine. Oh, I unhooked the head because I thought maybe that had something to do with it. So now it's stuck. And it's rolling away from me. Come on, get back over. Really? Are we gonna do this today? This video is a mess. Come on, flip over. No, there goes the corn head. Guess we'll get this unloaded while we're right here next to the semi-truck. We're still in hot pursuit of our corn head here. Oh, yep, spin around in a circle, but we can't get it to get off of its back. Come on. Oh, boy. What have we gotten ourselves into here? Oh, great. We got it stuck upside down now. At least we got it off its back, because we can't even hook up to it on its back. Maybe it will hook up upside down. Or not. Nope, that's not going to work either. Okay. Really don't want to reset this thing, because I don't want to have to drive all the way to the shop. But in the time that we've been messing around with it so far, that probably would have been quicker. I wish it was like Farm Sim where you could just hook up upside down. And it would just magically go the right way. Oh boy, this is a pain. Okay, well, I guess we'll deal with the corn head later. I don't want to deal with that anymore. Guess I shouldn't have taken it off, but I thought maybe it would fix the problem. So, we are going to get hooked up to our bean head here, because we are going to go try some beans. Because they're finally to the point where they're pretty much ready. And you guys have been wanting to see them for a long time, and I'm excited to try them out too. So we're going to take this rig over there. Hopefully more of the field gets ready. They sell for a lot more money, but I don't know how they yield compared to corn. People say that they yield about the same, but I find that hard to believe because they wouldn't in real life. So we'll see here how they do. I don't even remember if I put PMK down on this stuff either though. It has both. It has nitrogen too, because I obviously thought we were going to be putting corn on here. Look at that. We are soybean harvesting in American farming. Look at that. Well, just the end rows of our field here look to be done, but I think the rest of it will be done here pretty soon. I feel like this is going to take a little bit longer to fill up than it does with corn. So I think that may be the downside of beans. But like I said, I do want to get another combine. That one just run beans all the time, because beans we'll be able to sell. Corn we're kind of just feeding out to our hogs, but beans we can just sell. So I'd love to have that operation up and going. Well, we're going to get a helper hired up on that for now, so we can take care of a few other things, because we got kind of a mess going on right now. He's about full. He just finished. He didn't need more fertilizer. We're gonna get him topped off here and ready to go. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get this thing filled up here from the trailer. Yep, full on blizzard mode outside again. Okay, there we go. We got 1,500 gallons out of there, so we are good now. Looks like the forage harvester is full. Wish the helper would figure out how to get this little area right here, because he always ends up missing it, and it's just kind of a pain to have to come back and do myself. Yes, I understand the dairy farm is out of feed. Okay, so for now we'll just park this over here in the line to get working on this field, but we got a corn head in the middle of it right now, and we're running short on helpers anyways, so we're going to head over, find the planter, and we're gonna get this field. Why does it keep coming up dairy barn is out of feed? I know that, I understand that, but that guy's going. We'll have to come back and get him. We gotta move our other pickup truck though, that's sitting out in the middle of the field right now. Honestly, I'm lazy. We're just gonna leave that there. We'll go take care of him now. There we go. Fix that tractor. It makes noise now too. There we go. Get that load going into the harvester silo there. We'll send him back out to the field here. Yeah, you're just gonna start there, and I'm gonna make you resume from wherever you're at. Okay, you're just gonna start there. Whatever. That works, I guess. Since we're not gonna be doing any more corn right now, I'm gonna go dump the corn we have, since the hogs are still gonna need to eat. So we're gonna go ahead and dump this into here. And since we're not gonna be harvesting corn right now, and since I'm great at driving, but since we're not gonna harvest any corn right now because we're doing the beans, I think we have a little bit left in our grain bins that we'll throw in this trailer and go ahead and feed the other ones, because we need to keep getting these ready for market. Got 826 bushels, so we'll go ahead and get that loaded up. We do have a little bit in the grain cart too that I should get dumped in here. And there we go. There might still be a little bit in the grain cart there, but semi is full, so that should be good for the other hogs. Soybean combine still rolling here, about halfway full, so definitely does take longer to fill up. So there's not going to be as much, but we'll see how much we can sell them for. Okay, we got a full corn trailer here. Head and take this over to the hog farm. Yes, I realize the dairy calf heifer pasture is out of food. I get that. There we go. We'll get that unloading there. There we go. Got it all filled up. Got a little bit of corn left here now, so... Well, I could have probably just left the semi over there so they can eat a little bit and I can dump the rest in then eventually. So then we're going to need to use the trailer for soybeans. We're going to go ahead and take this, and it says there's just a little bit of corn left, I think, in this thing. So we're just going to go ahead and go dump this over into the semi-trailer, so then we have something we can put beans in for now. We can put beans in the grain cart. Most of the bean field is ready to go now, just like one planter pass left. There we go, that was only a second of corn going out there. Let's go ahead and pull a load of beans off the combine. There we go, got a little bit of beans here. We'll just park this over on this side of the road right now. He's still cruising. That was the little area that I did by myself, so he doesn't realize that there's not stuff there, but we'll go ahead and pull forward. Let's see if we got any more here in the silo. Probably not too much. Our cow's still having a good time back there. Go ahead and get a load dumped here in for the dairy calves and heifers. There we go. Try and get worked around the silo here. There'll be a little bit left here in the silo, but not too much. Yeah, barely any. There we go. We got all of the corn out of the semi-trailer now, so now we can just put beans in it and hopefully get a semi-trailer of beans off this field. Just because I feel like it, we're gonna go dump this one little load of beans into the semi there. There's not too much there, but there we go. And honestly, we might just chase the combine now. Go unload him, get him all good to go here. Chopper is full again. Boy, I can't wait till we can do this so much faster with that New Holland one that's going to be coming to American Farm. I'm excited for that, and I know a lot of you guys are too. I'm hoping it'll be out soon, but I think it'll still be a while till it comes out. But it is definitely needed for sure. This operation runs a lot slower than I'd like it to. Go a lot quicker with bigger one. There we go, he's all unloaded here. There we go, we'll just make an even bigger mess, tell him to get going again. There's definitely not as much stuff that has to be done running cart for soybeans, because it's taking him a lot longer to fill up. Definitely not as bad as corn. Trailer over here is empty from nitrogen, so I think we're gonna run this over to the co-op, go pick up some of that just to get it stocked and ready to go for the next one. I don't know why the game was laggy right there. I haven't had that issue on this new phone. That's kind of the first time. So hopefully that's not anything major, but we'll go ahead and go get this thing filled up here so then we have it ready to go, ready to rumble. There we go, all filled up and ready to go. We'll just park them up here on the yard for now. Probably should switch these trucks around. I think we're gonna do that here real quick, because I feel like this trailer kind of needs a bigger truck, whereas the seed tender isn't as bad. And also, I spent this money on this new truck, so I kind of want to actually use it because I barely ever have to fill up with seed. But I end up using this fertilizer trailer a lot. So, we'll go ahead. There we go, look at that rig. That'll work out nice. Looks like the planter got finished up here. Actually, I should leave that unfolded because I keep forgetting there's this one little spot over here. So we'll go ahead, get that done, and then get the P&K guy hired up over on this other field. We're probably just going to have to reset the corn head, unfortunately. So I might just have to do that. There we go, folding up the planter here. You know, just casually on the road. Get this in our implement lineup to work on this field, but the P&K rig will be first. But anyways guys, I think that's gonna be it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like. Also consider subscribing to the channel, that'd mean a lot to me. If you have any comments or questions, you can leave those down in the comment section below. Make sure you hit that bell icon so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video here on the YouTube channel. Thank you all for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one. What's going on, everyone? Model Deer Farmer back with you here today on the channel. We're continuing harvesting soybeans here, getting things running. At the time I'm recording this, I'm assuming the update's coming out tomorrow for iOS. It came out for Androids already, so I was kind of disappointed to see that it didn't come out for iOS yet, but it has the whole Silage DLC, which I'm excited to check out, but we can't check out yet because it's not out. But this thing is taking forever, so it'll be awesome once we can get that. So you know how we had that plan to get the second combine? Yeah, that's not going to be happening right now. I didn't realize that this chopper was going to be out so soon. I kind of expected it to be like another half year before it was even out at all, but apparently it's going to be out now. So, yeah, we're going to have that here coming pretty soon in the near future. But we'll go ahead and get going on things here today. Hopefully get a good amount of work done here. We got a little bit of soybeans sitting here in the semi. We're kind of running low on doing stuff right now because, well, we could get this filled up here. I don't know how much we have, but let's get the auger swung out and just don't pay attention to how it goes straight through the silos there because, oh well, that's how it is. We're just gonna forget about it. But I also don't know how much that harvester is going to cost, that forage harvester. But we're just going to run probably the silage box that we already have. But we're going to get backed up here and get some feed unloaded into the cattle there. Keep them producing milk here. There we go. We are empty here. We might just get that starting to fill up here. I don't know if there's much. Well, we might be out. Okay, well, we'll move on to the next thing here. I do kind of want to get this hooked up to our field trailer over here, which is probably nearly empty, but because I feel like we're going to be needing this here, and it is pretty much empty, so we're going to get this thing filled up. It's going to take forever, but we'll get it filling up here while we wait for the combine to get full. Getting close to having this thing filled up there. Took a little while, but $931 later, we have a full fuel tanker. Combine's going here on rows. He's getting actually pretty full here, so we're gonna need to start taking care of him here pretty soon. Got our silent tractor here. There we go, now he makes noise. He's working on putting P&K down on this field here, so that's looking good. Apparently our hog barn's out of feed, which they will need more corn before May rolls around. But we're not harvesting any corn right now, and I don't think we have any in our bin. Nope, we don't. So we're gonna have to wait till we finish harvesting this field of beans and get back over on corn. So hopefully that'll be quick enough. Looks like our silage guy is full here though, so we'll go ahead and get him. We got another silent tractor here. There we go. We'll go ahead and take him over to the harvester silos and get this thing unloaded, keep him going. But yeah, this chopper box should work fine for our new forage harvester, and I think I'm just going to run it that way because I think that'll work out pretty solid. And plus we already own it, so we don't have to spend money on something else. Get that unloading into there. Everything's kind of getting down there on fuel. This thing, we should probably get some fuel for it before we take it out to the field again. We'll just go ahead and pull over to the tanks over here quick. Well, I thought pulling up right next to it would be fine, but obviously you got to be in front of it, and we already have another tractor in front of it. There we go, close enough. We'll get the tractor filled up here. I don't even remember what model this thing is. There we go, all filled up with diesel fuel. We'll head this thing back out to the field, get him going again. We've made a huge mess of this field, and that's going to continue because I'm just going to resume him. Don't know where he's going to go. He'll get some more stuff done though. I mean, should anyways. Combine's getting full here. He turned around, so we're going to go ahead and unload him here. Make sure he can keep chugging along with soybean harvest here. I haven't unloaded on the go yet with soybeans, I don't think. Maybe I have. I don't remember if I did last episode or not, but we're getting them going here. I believe this head is the same size or bigger as our corn head, so I mean, it should either take the same amount of time or go faster. I was thinking maybe it was a 45 footer, but I could be wrong. There we go, the combine is empty. We'll go ahead and just for fun dump these off into the semi because it takes the combine a long time to fill up. So running cart for this really doesn't take too much effort. Go ahead and put them off here into the semi. Getting closer to a full load. One more load off the combine, we should be there. And then probably because I'm antsy, I'm gonna go sell them. We got some more silage in here though, so we're gonna take care of that here. Gonna swing it around. We're gonna try putting this in the heifer. Getting it unloaded there for the heifers. I forgot about this corn head here, and he's stuck, so I'm gonna have to reset that corn head. Unfortunately, I kind of forgot about that for the longest time, but that's what's gonna have to happen to that. I really don't want to tow. Yep. Okay, there we go. Fixed. He's going now. He's got about one more pass left here on the field, and then we'll get this field going with some nitrogen with the sprayer and get on going. Then we'll be able to plant here pretty soon, but forage harvester's running good right now. Kind of just waiting on things to finish up here. Honestly, I'm going to start running the end rows at least with the sprayer here. I might not even get all the way done, but we're going to start getting a little bit of this field done here so the helper doesn't have to do it while we're waiting on kind of some more things to do, because right now we're kind of running out of things to do, but I don't really want to. Well, I say that and then I realize, oh, it's October. I know exactly what we're going to do. We're going to unhook from that trailer. We're going to go hook up to our milk trailer because it's October and best milk prices are in October, and I bet we at least have a tanker, or that's the hope at least. So we'll go ahead and fill up with whatever milk we have here because it's going to not be October soon, so probably should have got on this earlier, but we'll get this load taken to town at least. Well, my effort was a little late. It's not October anymore. But it still should be decent cost. Well, price, I mean. So we're going to get that sold off here and maybe go grab another tank or two, depending on how much we have. We'll go back to the farm, go grab some more. Grab some more milk. And there's another full load of milk. Would have been nice if I would have realized this sooner and we could have sold it in October. But it is what it is. In real life, you wouldn't be able to wait to sell milk. Pick a month, 1 month of the year. If we look at the market here for milk, October's the highest, we're second highest months right now, so as long as we get it sold today, it should be pretty good. In real life, you're going to have to get that milk shipped off as soon as possible, so you're not going to be able to wait around for better prices. I don't know where I was going. Wow, okay. My head not working. The tankers are over here. Well, we got another tanker load, so I guess we'll go take that. All of our helpers are kind of stuck right now, but I want to get this milk hauled, get the money in the bank. I really did not think that there'd be this much. I thought maybe like one trailer and that was gonna be about it, but I'll take some more. Selling at 12 grand a trailer, that's not too bad. That's $36,000 here for us on milk so far this year. I don't know how much the forage harvester costs, but I think it's going to be a little bit more money than what we have in the bank right now. So we're going to need to keep grinding here. Well, we got half a trailer of milk left in there. I think we're just going to leave that for now and get some of our other stuff going. Combine's getting closer to being full here, but the P&K spreader is finished up. So we're going to get this thing moved out of the way here and get the nitrogen spreader going. Sprayer, same thing. So we're going to get the sprayer rolling there. Find the this guy because he's full. So we'll go ahead and take our silent tractor back over to the farm and get this thing unloaded. If you get that issue where you have a silent tractor, just get out of it. Like, just actually get out, don't tab. Just get out of it and go back into it, and it fixes the issue, I've found out. Okay, we'll get this thing moving back on his way over here into the field. Boy, I can't wait till that new Holland forage harvester is out. This is taking forever. But we'll get him resumed. Don't know where he's going to go. He's going to do whatever he wants here, so we'll see. Looks like he's going to clean up a little bit there, or not, so I don't know. He's rolling though over here, putting down nitrogen, so that's good. We got 2/3 of a load here on the semi. I'm really anxious to go sell this load of soybeans, so I really want to go get another load off the combine, see if we can top off that semi. Some people were trying to tell me that in this game, soybeans yield almost about the same as corn. I wasn't really buying that, and I came out to find that I was right. Soybeans definitely do yield a lot less than corn in this game, but they should sell for more money as well, and I think we pretty much got a full semi there, so I think we're going to go take it to town because I really want to. It's not completely full, but it's darn near close. Soybean markets, they're actually the high right now in December, so this is actually going to be an awesome time to go sell these soybeans. Maybe we'll just wait for the combine to turn around here and top off a little bit more. See if we can get this thing filled up. Probably not, but we'll see what we can get for a full load of soybeans over at the elevator. Yeah, this might take a while to get this thing filled up here. I don't know. Seems like it's gonna take a little while, but I might just stay here just to see how it goes, see how long it takes us. They definitely yield a lot less, I'll say that. Efficiency at its finest here. Make sure that combine never stops. Trying to watch that bar up there. Oh, I think we're getting close, but it's definitely taking a while. Which is gonna run out first, the space in this trailer or my patience? I really would have thought that half a pass would have filled us by now. I can barely see the line anymore. I think we're getting close. Come on, so close, so close. Come on. I really did not think it was gonna take this long. If we get to the end of this pass and we're still not full, we're just going. Oh, there we go. We are full finally. Wow, that took forever. That almost took an entire pass of the field. Wow. Can't believe I just wasted like 3 minutes on that. Let's go take it over to the co-op now. This better be worth a lot of money. We've spent over half the field to get this one semi-load. This better make us some big bucks here. The moment of truth. Let's pull in here. See how much our soybeans are worth. Almost 20 grand. There we go. That's not too bad. 16.5 a bushel. Let's get these sold here. Well, now that that's over with, time to head back out to the field and accomplish something else, I guess. well, we'll just park the semi there for now. Looks like the sprayer has finished up with the field here. So we're gonna get the planter going on here now. Yeah, get that planted. And then we'll be onto the little field here. There we go. We'll get this thing unfolded here. Get it in the ground. And get our helper cruising. Honestly, since I don't really have much else to do right now because we're not having to run cart too much for the combine, I'm gonna do some nitrogen spraying on this tiny little field. I don't really want to do the P&K spreader because that takes too long and I don't really enjoy it. But we'll at least run this thing here, get this field sprayed with nitrogen, get it ready for the P&K spreader. Yeah, see, after one pass around this field, that is what we're left with down the middle. This field does not take very long with this machine. And there we go, just like that, that field is wrapped up. Just because I'm bored again, we're gonna go unload the combine. It won't take more than probably 10 seconds for it to unload, but we'll at least try it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 5 seconds and that was it. We're gonna get this thing unhooked here and go put it back on the feed trailer here and run it into our auger first because, you know, that just sounds like a dandy idea here today. We're gonna get this thing backed up. We probably got a load that we could feed some of the cattle with because they're apparently all out of food again because they eat like crazy. So we're gonna get that filling up and we're gonna unfold our auger here and get that swung around backwards. I don't know how much food we have, but it should be enough to get a little bit here at least. There we go. We'll get it dumped there into the feed area. With it being January already, I'm kind of getting a little worried that we're not going to get our hogs up to weight because we need to finish up that soybean field and then get back to corn. But we got 4 months now, so hopefully we can get finished up with soybeans here pretty darn soon and then get on to corn again. Looks like he's only got 3 or 4 more passes maybe, and then we're gonna need to get this thing also filled up with diesel fuel here. I'm having a good time here with soybeans though. It's something different for sure, and it's kind of it's a nice change. We're gonna do some more in the future. We're gonna need to get back onto corn production though, and I'm excited for the silage harvester to come out here pretty soon. But that's gonna be it for this one, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like. Also consider subscribing to the channel if you're new. If you have any comments or questions, you can leave those down in the comments section below. I hope you guys all have a great day. Thank you all for watching. This is Model Deer Farmer, and I'll see y'all in the next one. What's going on, everyone? Model Deer Farmer back with you here today on the channel here on American Farming, and you'll notice we have $2,000. We made a little bit of changes here on the farm. I did end up selling off our quad track that we had, our older quad track. I really liked that tractor. I really wanted to keep it, but we needed to purchase some other items here that cost a little bit of money. So we're going to get into that here today. Got the combine waiting here on the side of the field. We're going to go dump this load of corn right now, just for the heck of it, into the hogs. Yep, crash right into the silo. That works good. We'll get this dumping out of here just to get them some food to keep going. We also still had one of those red unreferred gravity wagons, Brent, whatever they were. I don't remember. I think they were Brent. But I did end up selling that off because we really haven't used that and don't really need it. So went ahead and got rid of that thing because, as a lot of you guys already probably know, the silage pack came out. And so I bought that, and we got our silage harvester here all ready to go. And I don't know why he was driving into the shed there, because he should have been doing his job, but obviously he just kind of wants to go wherever he feels like that, into a fence. But this is the forage harvester that we get in the game, and it's looking pretty good. We've done a little bit of forage harvesting here with it. I sold the old one. We're just running this chopper box behind it here. Works real good. So if you unfold, you get the pipe up, and then what you hit to normally lower the head unfolds the head, and gets the machine ready to go here. So now, since we're over here, we should be able to hit resume last, and he should get going back where he needs to go. And this is going to make chopping, forage harvesting a lot quicker here on the farm. It does say that the dairy farm's out of feed though, so I think we need to get some of these, some of this loaded out of the silage, the harvester here. Boy, I'm struggling today. And get this fed off to the dairy cows so they can keep making some milk here, and we'll get that all sold off in October. So let's take a look at the forage harvesting stuff in the shop here. What you get at the pack is the FR920 here. It's going to cost you $650,000. So this thing costs a lot. And then you get the head with it, which is a 25-foot head, $130,000. You also get this thing in the pack. I haven't bought this yet, but it's $165,000 to dump silage. You also get the H&S silage trailer here as well, which I also have not got because we're just running the little Meyer chopper box behind us here because it works just fine. So we're going to get this thing backed up here now. We don't even have a full load in here, I guess, in the silo. Yeah, we are currently out. Well, that must mean that we're staying up to date on it. If we look at our animals here on the dairy farm, they don't have colors for some reason. I don't know why, because they should. Well, the pigs don't have colors either. Because I think that these four are about ready to be sold, because I think they're about up to full weight. So then we'll be able to sell some of those and transfer some over from our other heifer barn, which I haven't fed any in a while, but we have plenty of dairy cows ready to go in there, so those will be able to hop over. We're completely full, maxed out in there right now, so I could honestly just go sell some of them, but we'll see. The combine's full though, so we're going to take the tractor and grain cart over there, get him unloaded so he can finish off this field and move on to the next one. There we go, he's unloaded. We'll pull this thing out of the way for now. I really wish it would tell me if these things are fully grown or not, because these bottom two say that they're fully grown, but they're only 530 pounds. Which really confuses me. They're only 45.5 months. Very confusing right now. Planter's going to be getting going here. I believe the sprayer's about done on this field. So we're going to get him ready to go here. And there we go. He is running. We'll get the sprayer moved out of the way then. And there we go. The combine is finished up with that field. I really hate how it makes everything silent, but that field is finished off. We'll get the combine rolling over here on this field, the other field by the hog farm. Silage harvester is about full here. We're going to move the tractor and grain cart over. Well, I think the combine's probably going to be full about over here, so we're just going to go dump him over here. And then looks like the silage harvester is full now, so we're going to go ahead and go dump that. So I really don't think it's worth messing around with having a different tractor here to go dump the silage box. So we're just going to go take it with this and go dump it into the harvester silo. But there may be an issue because I was playing like this before and just going and dumping it in the forage harvest in the silo like this, which I guess technically, well, it was having issues and making the game really laggy. And so if it keeps doing that, we may unhook it and put it on that tractor that's sitting over there. It's working just fine now. So last time whenever I would just go to unload, it would be super laggy and terrible, but now it looks like it is pretty good. So that's awesome. This thing is working out really good, and it looks good. I really want more New Holland equipment in this game. I love the yellow color. It looks good, and in the game it's nice. Red is nice, but it's kind of nice to have something a little bit different once in a while, and that this New Holland forage harvester sure brings that to the game, and it's looking good. Hope we get more New Holland stuff down the road. We're just going to get him going there where he was before. Nope, it's got colors now again. They say they're hungry now, because obviously they're out of food again. Okay, so it says they're hungry when they're out of food. I'm wondering if 1,400 pounds is what they need to be. So we might have 1.2 pounds left on some of these dairy cows. So I'm going to load that load that we just put in the silo there. We're going to back that up and get it put here into the dairy barn. See if we can't get them up to weight and finished off here. And then we'll go sell those, and we'll probably take fill the rest of the trailer out of the heifer barn because we have so many heifers in there that I don't have any room for them. So we kind of just need to get them sold off. So we'll get that unloaded in there, and hopefully these ones here at the top, these top four can get up to weight, because all the rest are kind of still in the 1,000-pound range, but these top four are, oh, there's one that's 1,400 pounds. I don't know. Once they turn red, then we'll put them in there. I don't sell them. I don't know. They're not turned red. I don't remember how old they go to. 2 to 8 years. How many? 8 years. 8 times 12 is 96. So they gotta be 96 months until we can sell them. Darn. Wow. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess we might wait. They're doing just fine right now, so I don't see any point in getting rid of them because they're still making milk. So I guess once they get to 96 months, then we take them, even though they're at full weight. So technically we could probably take them and just put new ones in our herd, which honestly I might do. Like, I hate to do it because they're still like capable of producing milk, but like they're also full weight, so we could just get our money for it. And we have new ones that are ready to start producing milk, so why not just move those up into the operation? Obviously the combine did not go as far around as I thought it would, but whatever, I guess. Well, we'll get that pulled underneath there. He can get unloading that, and in the meantime, I guess we're going to unhook this, get hooked up to the trailer here. We're going to pick up 4 milk producing dairy cows here, so 24 months. We're going to load 4 of those up to go replenish our stock over here in the dairy barn, and we're going to take those fully weighted 1,400 pounds because I think that's what they max out at. I could be, oh look, I got 4 dairy cows now that just randomly showed up because we cleared up 4 spots in the barn. Which, I mean, they're doing nothing else. I mean, they'll kind of just reproduce on their own here. So why not just sell them if they're going to make more? Well, their growth is gone now. So maybe that means that they're done for. Well, I guess we'll load them up then. And then we'll unload our 4 new ones there. So we got 4 in here, which should be pretty good ones. And then, just to fill the trailer for the heck of it, we're going to take our heaviest ones out of here, which there's really not many actually, because these are all in the 300-pound range, so they're not going to be really good. Oh, we got more that are heavier in the 400-pound range down here. So we're just going to fill a trailer. I haven't barely been feeding these ones, so, you know, they're probably not super grown. But we're just going to throw a few more in there to max out our trailer. Okay, trailer's full. Hopefully these dairy cows can make us some good money, and we should have 4 more new little ones that showed up. Whoa! What is going on over there? They were all walking on top of each other, I swear. I'll zoom that part in for you, because I swear those were walking on top of each other. But got a full load of dairy cows, so we'll go ahead and take these down to the market. At least those 4 that were fully grown will give us some pretty good money. The rest might not be too good, but it's making room for more. It's something, and the cows produce faster than I really need them to, so we're just going to sell off the extras, and they can go to a different dairy. Okay, we'll get pulled in here, see how much we can get. We can get $2,000 for all of our fully weighted cattle, which is pretty good. Still gonna get $900 for a lot of them. Well, for a few of them. Then it goes down to $650 and $450. So honestly, not too bad. Sell all those. That was $21,000. Pretty darn good. Not going to complain about that. And the great thing is they reproduce by themselves, and I don't have to go move them around or anything. So we don't have to go pick up any more new babies. So that's pretty nice. We're just going to park that trailer there for now. Get hooked back up to our feed trailer here. And there we go. Well, while we were doing that, everything on the face of the earth has gotten full. So we're going to go take the forage harvester and go dump that, so he can keep probably finish off this field with this load, if I'm being completely honest. I was considering putting the field over here on the other side, the grass field, into corn that we can chop too. I don't know. I like doing all the grass stuff still. It's just so time consuming, and I don't have the cash, the in-game cash, to get all the big equipment right now. And so I just haven't. I feel like running the forage harvester just is a lot more time saving, because I feel like this feed goes a lot farther than bales do for the amount of work you have to put in. We might get back into doing the baling at some point once I get a little bit more money here. But we got that unloaded, so we'll take this thing out back to the field, get him going again, hopefully get finished up with this field, and then we're going to need to get this thing all planted and ready to go here again pretty soon. So our planter got done over here, so we're going to, I think we need P&K down on this field. Right now we have nothing, yes, so we need to get P&K put down on this field here. So we're going to get the helper going there. He's going to take care of that. Going to get the planter folded up, get him waiting over here. We'll put on nitrogen on next. Also, the combine is full, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to fully unload him. We're going to go unload into the semi first, and then come back and unload him so we can just get him all in one unloading. Then we're probably going to dump whatever's in the semi into the hog silo, and then if there's anything extra, we'll take it over to the home place hog site to get a little bit more over there. There we go. We are empty. We'll head back over, unload the combine. There we go. We'll go ahead, and I'm probably going to have to pull around here. Got almost a full load, so this definitely should fill our stuff here. I do wish he could feed just straight corn or stuff to the cattle in this game, but oh well. Well, I guess we use that all, so we'll just keep that there. Forage harvester's just about done here. I'm actually going to just unhire him and run him myself, just because I feel like it, because we need to check out this awesome piece of equipment. It's looking so good. Good looking rig. I don't like the price, but it is realistic. Very realistic price. It's expensive in real life. So get this field finished up here, then we're going to need to get our planting rigs over here soon. Since we have this little bit faster rig though now, I do want to see if we can just run this on another field that we have for the time being, like one maybe right around the farm place, so it's not too far away from the silos here, but still so we can get a little bit done, just so we can keep the cattle going at all times. We'll get this little bit unloaded here into the silo. There's not too much. Then it also is October, so we need to go hook up our milk tanker as well. I kind of forgot about that. We need to get that, sell off what milk we have. But I'm going to take this over kind of by the farm over here, because the small field is about ready to harvest, I think. It actually, yeah, it's ready to go actually for silage. So we'll go ahead and get him running on that field while we go ahead and take care of our milk. So there we go. He'll get on that. I'll hire a helper. There we go. Looking good. I know I just hooked that up, but oh well. We're going to go get our milk tanker. I don't know if we have too much milk, but I feel like we still have a little amount, decent amount. I can't talk today. Come on, get going. We also have the huge manure pit, but spreading manure takes so long, so I kind of just gave up on that. Like, I'll pay a little bit of money for my fertilizer instead of having to spend so much time refilling him every time. Oh, we already have a full tank of milk. That would be why. Sell that. Getting almost 12 grand for that. That's looking good. Then we'll go back and pick up some more. Getting filled up with milk. There's another load heading to town. Getting over 12 grand for this one, so that's pretty good. Up to 50 grand again, so that's pretty nice. I don't know what our next purchase needs to be here. I haven't quite thought that deep yet, because I just spent all that money on that forage harvester, and so we really didn't have any money, so I wasn't really planning on that yet. We had talked about another combine, but I don't know if we really need that, and I like soybeans, and we might do more in the future, but not at the moment. Loading up with more milk though. I don't know how much we're gonna have. That might be it. That looks like that's it, so we're just gonna leave that. Pretty good though. Got $24,000 on milk, so we'll get this thing backed up here and get back to seeing what else needs to be done, because there probably is more that needs to be done. Helper's gotten full or stuff like that. So we'll go ahead and take care of that. Combine's almost full here. Forage harvester is full though, so I'm going to take him over and get him unloaded. That's pretty good though. Only about one pass, maybe two passes off the field. Full box, looking good. This rig really is sweet. I know I've probably said that about 10 times in this video, but we're able to knock out so much more than we were before. Well, the helper is stuck over here, so I guess I'm going to need to move that. Hopefully he can figure out. Good, there we go. And it sounds like the combine is full as well, so we'll go ahead and get him unloaded. Then we'll get this load put in the semi and take this over to the home hog farm, because I haven't given them any food in a while, so we need to make sure we do that. There we go, all unloaded there. We'll head over to the semi now. Well, it looks like the dry spreader is done over here, so we're gonna get him moved out of the way, get the liquid sprayer on here, get him going. Actually, I'm going to be doing the field over here next, so I could just leave this over here. So we'll get this thing unfolded here and going on this field. We do have a full load, almost a full load of corn though here, so we're going to go take this over to the other hog farm, fill that one completely up, and then bring whatever's left back over here and put it in the other hog barn. This will probably only take about half a load of corn here. And there we go, we are fully loaded up. So we'll go ahead and put the last little bit. There's a tractor there. There's a cornfield there. Put the rest over in the other hog silo, and then that'll probably be the end of the video. Well, we crashed in the silo again, but we'll get the rest put in there. Well, everyone, that's probably going to be it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like. Also, consider subscribing to the channel. That would be awesome. Make sure to also hit that bell icon so to be notified whenever I upload a new video here on the YouTube channel, no matter what kind of content it is. I hope you guys enjoyed everything here today, though. Thank you all for watching. This is Model Deer Farmer, and I'll see y'all in the next one. What's going on, everyone? Model Deer Farmer back with you here today on the channel. We're here on American farming and getting some more stuff done here today. The combine's working on getting turned around here. He's getting turned around, so we're going to try and pick him up, get going on some unloading on the go here, keep him rolling, because that's always important to be efficient here on the farm. So we'll go ahead, get him unloaded here, and then we got some other things around the farm to get done today. There we go. That one is, the combine is already unloaded. I don't know if we have any more feed in here right now, but we could see just to get our dairy cattle some more feed. There we go. We do have some feed. So we're going to get this thing unfolded. And honestly, I have been neglecting the heifer barn for a while, so I should probably give them a load of feed here. We're going to have more corn coming in here pretty soon from the chopper, but I should probably give them some feed because I haven't given them any in a long time. There we go. There is a full load here, and we'll get backed up in here and unload this semi into there. Let's go ahead and check to see if we have 47,500 pounds more left in there, so we could probably get another little bit of a load. I don't remember how much this holds, but we could get some more in here. Also, this is Monday, if you're watching this the day that this came out. We're getting set for Model Tractor Madness once again next week, but I need your guys' help. There's 10 empty spots left on the bracket, and I need your guys' tractors. So if you guys have a tractor, 1/64 scale only, please. It can be custom built, whatever you want. Go ahead and send me an email at afcustomfarmequip@gmail.com, and that will take you to get those submitted in there, and you'll have a chance to be in as a part of Model Tractor Madness. We are getting ready. The 50-20 is coming in as the two-time champion, so let's see if anything can knock off the 50-20 this year in the contest. So make sure to head over there, get that done, if you guys have any cool tractors. I'm trying to get this unloaded here. There we go. There we go. We are out of feed for now, so just park that back there. Probably get some more here at some point. The combine's already... Oh my gosh, the stick drift on this controller is so bad. but we're gonna have to deal with it here. We're on a budget. But looks like he finished up doing silage over here on this field. I am going to just clean up this one little pass here, and then we're gonna go take him, get him unloaded, and maybe try and find another field. I know we're kind of eating stuff fast now, faster than what we can kind of get stuff planted. So the forage harvester might have to take a little bit of a break while we get the planter and stuff rolling on some fields here, because I am kind of running out of fields here now. But there we go. There's a full load. We'll go ahead and take this over to the dairy farm. Probably park this thing for right now. Need to see how our planting stuff is coming here. See if, because we still have the big field yet, and we haven't planted that again. And we got this field over here, so we're going to be busy here getting some planting and fertilizer rigs rolling. But we'll go ahead and get this load dumped off here into the harvester silo. Well, looks like he might be done here. No, maybe not. Maybe he just got stuck. Okay, yep, just do that. That works. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, there we go. We are free now. We're going to take this over here to the field, the dairy farm field, because that's going to be one of our next rigs going here. Since we don't have the forage harvester going right now, we have an opportunity to run another helper. So we're going to get this helper going here. He's probably not going to have enough P&K, so we're probably going to have to go get him more, which is kind of going to be a little bit annoying. But I think we need P&K. Maybe we don't need P&K. Let me check our map here. I'm going to go to the fertilize section. We have, okay, we don't need P&K. We do not need P&K. That's awesome to know. We really don't need P&K on anything right now, so the P&K rig is actually going to take a break. I thought we were going to need P&K on stuff, but obviously not. Well, that allows us to maximize efficiency. We're not having to run an extra pass. We're going to get the sprayer going on everything and the planter, get two big implements going, and get stuff knocked out here. So the sprayer just finished up here, so we're going to get the planter going here on this field. Shouldn't take too long, but then we're going to take the sprayer over here. Actually, we're going to do the small field quick, because that's obviously not going to take us very long. And then we'll head over to the dairy cattle field. Looked like the combine was full again from the sounds of it on the CB radio, so we're going to get him unloaded here quick. I haven't noticed this section before. We have a wallet section. What does this do? Sell, buy, equipment purchase, equipment option charge. Oh. Okay. That's interesting. Equipment option refund, equipment tow. Yep, we towed 2 vehicles. Grain jar, nothing. Huh, that is kind of interesting here. So we can see all of our expenses. See all of this stuff that I purchased and how much money we lose. That's quite interesting. Haven't noticed that bit there before, but looks pretty cool. Okay, well, we're in the way of the combine right now, so we're going to get this thing moved off to the side. We're going to go dump this in like semi and get this hog barn fed, because the one over at the main farm is doing good, but this one ran out of feed. So we're going to keep him going here since it is December. We're going to need to get these hogs up to market here pretty quickly. So we'll get this unloaded and get feeding them. Well, we got a decent load of corn here. I had to turn around and move because the trigger wouldn't let me dump. But there we go. We're dumping now. And this thing, I wonder if it's going to take all the corn. It probably will take all the corn out of there. Yep, all the corn is gone. We'll park this thing over here again. Probably one more dump off the combine and this field will be done. Well, we kind of got things all kind of running by themselves right now. We're going to take this down to the co-op, get this thing filled up with P&K just to get it ready for our next big run when we need to start getting this machine rolling again. And then by that time, I think our sprayer will be done on that field. We're going to need to get him topped off and take him over to the cattle field. A lot of you were saying that I should just plow up this grass field, and I'm kind of leaning towards that. I'll probably still keep the grass equipment just in case I want to do it again, even though I sold the drill because I needed money to buy the forage harvester. I don't know. We're going to leave it for now, but we might eventually till it up and plant something else on it. There we go. There's $3,700 of P&K all ready to go. We'll just pull this rig right here, set it on the farm place. And there we go. He is all finished up. We're going to pull up to our trailer here, get this thing topped off real quick. I love having this trailer here because we can just pull up right next to it, fill it up. Then we don't have to drive this rig to the co-op. We can just pull the trailer with the pickup to the co-op, which is a lot faster. There we go, all topped off. We'll head over to the cattle farm field. There we go, he's rolling. We're going to go and load the combine on the go here just to keep him rolling. Make sure we can get this field finished off and move on to the next one. There we go. He is wrapped up over on this field. We're going to go do the small field real quick while we're waiting. We do need diesel in this rig though, so I should probably take care of that here. There we go, filling that up. There we go, 100 gallons put in the tank. Let's get rolling on this small field here. And there we go, just like that, gonna wrap up this field. Since I just started the sprayer and he's only got one pass around there, honestly, what I think I'm going to do is just run this guy over to the big field and just get him going on the big field because, well, rather than having him sit around and do nothing, might as well have him get something done. So we'll get him going in here on the big field planting some corn. Combine's pretty much wrapped up at this field, so we're going to go dump what we got here in the grain cart into the semi, and then we're going to get the combine moved across the creek and get going here on the next field because you don't need to just be doing nothing. So we're going to go ahead and get this dumped here into the grain cart, and there we go, get the combine cruising into there. At the moment, we're going to drift our truck. We're going to go take a look at a few farms because I'm kind of wanting to maybe expand into some beef cattle. And obviously I know I already have 2 other animal species going, but people are wanting me to try beef. And I'm down for it. It's obviously going to take a little bit to get going because it probably costs a lot but it also could make us lots of money. So I think that this is the cattle farm that we would be needing, which is $250,000, so it's not bad, honestly. You get a huge grain setup. You get a whole bunch of sheds, which I'd never end up using. But in theory, kind of relocating the farm over this area, we'll still keep all of our stuff over there because obviously we can't sell land. But maybe kind of stopping doing hogs for a while and dairy cattle and maybe focus on a beef operation. I think that's the one that we need. I don't remember. We're going to go look at some of the other farms because I don't really remember overall what each one is. There's also this farmyard, but I think that this one is just kind of a large grain farming farm and is just grain operation. I don't think there's any animals over at this one, so I don't think that this is the one that we would want. It does have a nice little path over here. I just haven't ever been over here. This is kind of a nice little area here. Is that the really big field? Yes, this is the really, really big field. So looking at other farmyards, I think really the only other like actual farmyard is the one down kind of by there, which I think is the starter cattle operation, which is only $150,000. But at this point, if we're kind of doing cattle, we kind of probably want to go into a large scale, and it's only an extra $100,000. Now I do realize we would have to buy some ground around here, so that's why things are kind of going to take some time, I think. But I think that it could work out. We have $47,000 in the bank account right now, so I think once we get $250,000, we're going to at least buy that operation over there. And then we could still kind of operate off of our fields that we're at right now. And then maybe as we kind of keep working up our bank account, kind of relocate everything over towards this area, or that would be the plan as of right now. This one over here, maybe it's an actual, I don't know if this one's an actual farm though. No, it doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like you can actually buy this one at all. So this one's kind of probably just for show, which honestly it would kind of be a nice little cattle place, but I guess they didn't want it to be, so we'll just kind of forget about that. But I think the starting cattle farm is, oh, I actually took the wrong road. We're gonna cut across the field here. And I'm more down to doing like beef stuff now that the bigger forage harvester's out, and it's gonna take less time to do that. I believe this is the starter cattle operation though, I thought. Maybe it's not. Maybe there is no, oh yeah, I think it is. Just the little cattle areas back here is $100,000 less, but I feel like if we want to get into it now, we want to get into it big. So, you know, we've kind of gotten big into the dairy and hog stuff, But it wouldn't be, it'd be kind of fun to switch some things up. We've spent nearly 50 episodes doing hogs, and probably darn near 25 episodes working on cattle, or dairy cattle. It's hard to manage multiple species of animals at one time. So I think I kind of just want to try doing just straight beef and pull out of the cattle and hog industry for a while. We might go back to it at some point, but I kind of want to move the farming operation over there. Now obviously we'll still have these fields and we can still farm these fields, but we'll kind of get to it as we kind of keep making money here and kind of decide what we're going to do here. But I would like to get into cattle, beef cattle. And I think it makes pretty good money too. If I fully focused on dairy, I could probably make a lot more money on dairy as well. But that doesn't really involve much of the grain farming. I'm not for sure if we can do like actual grain fed operation, if we can grow corn and feed corn, like grain, to the beef. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to, but I'm not sure on that, so we might have to do a little bit more research into that, because I don't just want to be doing silage the entire time, because all silage would get a little bit boring. That's where I kind of want to do silage and grain corn farming. But it looks like the sprayer is done over here, so we're going to go ahead and take him all the way down south to the big hog farm, get the sprayer rolling down there. Then whenever the planter is done on that field, the big field, we'll get him going on over here, which I think he's still got a little bit left to go yet. We'll have to see. I'll have to do a little bit more looking and seeing how the beef operation works in American farming, because I would like to get into it here in the future. We're almost to the 50 episode mark on American farming, which is crazy. So I'm kind of getting to the point where I just kind of like to try something different. We've done hogs for a while, we've done cattle for a while, so dairy cattle. I keep messing that one up. We've done dairy cattle for a while, we haven't done beef cattle, and that is the last animal species in the game for us to try out. So I would kind of like to do that. There we go, get him running here on that field. We'll go ahead and get this load dumped here, because these cattle are getting rounded out here. It's March, so we're gonna have to sell them here pretty soon. They're about 290, so they need about 30 more pounds or so. Next load we'll take over to the ones at the main farm over there. We'll go ahead and get the grain cart unloaded over here. There we go, all unloaded. Well, the planter is still rolling here. He's got a little ways to go, it looks like, but that's probably going to be it for this one, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like. Also, consider subscribing to the channel. That'd mean a lot to me. Make sure to hit that bell icon so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video here on the channel. But if you have any comments or questions, you can leave those down in the comment section below. I hope you guys all enjoyed the video today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode of American Farming. What's going on, everyone? Model Deer Farmer back with you here today on American Farming, and we're going to get going on some things here today. We got the planter planting corn right now over on the big field, but we got some other machines to keep going here. We got the sprayer running. It's our first American Farming video in like a month, because I've been so busy I haven't had time to record one, so sorry about that. But we're back today. Got some corn harvest to go on here. Also probably going to end up having to move hogs today as well, so we'll see about that. But I think the combine's pretty close to being full, so we're going to go run him down with the 8940, go get him unloaded, and then see what else needs to get done today. The combine is getting pretty full. He's on his pass of nothingness here, but we'll go ahead and get him emptied regardless, because then he can keep going while we get some other stuff done here on the farm today. We got him all unloaded here, so we're going to move on. We're probably going to need to get this hooked up to our livestock trailer here pretty soon, but we're going to kind of figure out where things need to be. I don't know if we have any corn to chop right now either, because the planter's still rolling on this field. Nitrogen just finished up on this field, so we're going to get him moved over here on to the next field. I don't believe we need P&K on any of these fields right now, so it should just be nitrogen. But we'll go ahead and get him going there, hire a farmhand, and he'll get going here. Let's look at what they are fertilized. So these ones over here have P&K already, so we're good. And the next field has P&K still on it as well, so that's all good to go. We got all three helpers running right now. So I think we're going to go dump this one in the semi real quick, just for the heck of it, because why not? And then we are going to kind of leave the harvester alone here for a little bit, and we're going to get the other semi hooked up to the hog trailer, because I believe we'll have to check the hog menus to see if they are fully grown. They're actually not, so we need to get on that. The hog farm 2, they're all fully grown, but the small hog farm is not. So we're actually going to hop in the grain semi, wherever that is here, and the planter's on his last pass as well, so we're going to have to deal with him pretty soon. But we got almost a full truckload here, so we're going to go dump these in the building over here and hope that they can gain enough weight in April, so then we can get them loaded up to get them on out of here, which they should. Once we get this corn, they will have plenty to finish growth, so they just need to eat that up real quick and gain another 25 pounds. The game makes it a lot easier than compared to real life, but that's how it is. Got that unloaded though, still got a little corn left over, so we're just going to hold that for now. That silo is full. This will probably go in the big farm silo, but we're going to wait on that right now. Dairy farm's out of feed, but I don't know if we have any more feed for that right now. That I definitely did not just drive straight through a power line. Don't worry about that. Okay, so we're going to get this one. That's the wrong button. There we go. We're going to get this one ready to go here and get the trailer hooked up. They are completely full of manure because I haven't been doing manure, but we need to get them some feed at some point. We do have 37,000 pounds in there. Not very much, but it'll be a little bit. But we'll have to deal with that after we get hogs moved here, because that's going to kind of be our main concern here pretty soon. We just got to wait for these hogs to gain a little bit more weight before we take them into town. Well, so the grain cart got in the way of the combine here, so we'll have to move him real quick. But the combine's getting stuff done, so that's the good thing here. Planter's kind of just doing circles here for no reason, so I just accidentally turned it to soybeans, so we just started planting some soybeans. So that's great. Okay, back to corn. We're going to replant that little area that I just messed up. But then after that, we're going to get this thing picked up here and fold it up and run it over towards the big hog farm. Not that one. That's the super big hog farm over there that we don't own. But the bigger hog farm over here, so we can get the planter rolling over there. Run it across the bridge here. Then the sprayer's still working on this field, so we'll go ahead and get going on the smaller field in the time being and get him going on a helper. I realized that I should have taken him up to the dairy farm field because that's not planted. Oh well. Check in over here. Oh, we're just pretty close. Just a little bit more left for those right there. We're going to run this thing over because we're going to be using this thing a little bit more here pretty soon. This field is all gone, but we do have the field over behind the farm, so I think we're going to do some silage on that. So we're going to get this thing ready for when we have a open helper here. Hopefully coming up soon sometime. Well, I thought that this field was a little bit more grown than it actually is because it's still super little. So this is going to be waiting a little while. Well, we do have this field over here, but I was going to get the combine run on that next. So we'll just hold out a little bit longer for this field. Looks like they are all up to weight now, so we'll grab a load of them and head to town with it and wait for it to be May, and then sell them off and get some new ones. If you guys are enjoying the video here today, make sure to hit that like button. Also consider subscribing to the channel. That'd be awesome. As well as also make sure you hit that bell icon so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video here on the channel, whether it have to do with American farming, Farming Simulator 25, or anything that has to do with the model farm toy world. I appreciate your continued support. Thanks for watching. Like we had kind of went over last episode like a month ago at this point, we wanted to expand the farm into a beef operation. So we're trying to get to 250K so we can just flat out buy that farm. Now that there's obviously more expenses that are going to come with that, buying some more fields around there and stuff like that. But we need 250K to buy the farmyard itself, which is pretty cheap if you consider the price of a real farmyard. But that'll be 250K. We're at 47 right now. I should have looked and saw what price I sold those at. Why did I sell those? It's not May yet. I distracted myself and gave us less money. That's nice. Well, I mean, I guess that means we can get wiener pigs for cheaper. Not really, they're like the same price. Okay. Well, I guess we'll run back and get the next load because some dummy got too click happy and sold the pigs in April. Well, we're at $65,000 now, so we got 18 more grand put towards that farmyard. Should have been more, but someone clicked the button too early. I believe the farmyard that we're thinking of buying is the one that you can kind of, whoa, I'm all over the road. The one up here to the right with all the red buildings. See, now it's getting dark out, so now it's going to turn to May. Okay, we'll get all those unloaded and then load our last few big ones and unload the rest of the small ones. Now head over to the other enclosure, get the rest of the hogs, and now it is May, so we can sell them now for a better price. Yes, Combine, I see that you're full, but we have to get good price for hogs. That is number one important right now. Load the rest of those. There we go. And get heading to town. I would like to say that now that it is mid-April, I know we've kind of had slower amounts of video over the past 3 weeks to a month because of Model Tractor Madness. I was putting in a lot of time with Model Tractor Madness and not really having as much time to make videos. And I'm sorry to say, but the videos, number of videos may decrease over the next month and a half, as it is getting to be, oh, that's a terrible price. It is getting to be planting season on the real life farm, and obviously the real life farm is more important. So I'm sorry to say, but right now we that's where most of my time will be going instead of YouTube videos, but I will keep you guys updated. Ooh, that's a good price. Let's slow time down. I will, oh, it dropped. Well, that's not nice. Oh well. Guess we'll sell all those, but I will try to keep you guys updated on real life farm stuff here on the channel in the form of YouTube shorts. So make sure to, no, I don't want to buy any cows. I forgot this load we don't. But I've gotten distracted 15 times while trying to tell you this. But keep your eye out on the shorts tab for some videos having to do with real life farming while I'm away from the model farm, sadly, and virtual farms as well. Regarding the Regarding the conclusion of Model Tractor Madness this past week, I would like to thank everyone for voting in Model Tractor Madness. It means a lot. We had record high numbers of votes on games this year. The John Deere 8400 Prestige version did get it done over the John Deere 4450 Prestige, which was the second place tractor last year as well. So I would like to thank everyone that participated in that. Thanks for voting, and hopefully we can do it again next year. Also, what are your thoughts? I did this a few years ago, did a combine one. I don't have as many combines, so it's not going to be a 128 combine bracket for sure, but what would your guys' ideas be regarding a more like a harvest Model Tractor Madness type thing, Model Combine Madness? This would probably not be until like late summer, maybe early fall, but what are your guys' thoughts on that? Well, we are up to $105,000 now, so we're getting slowly closer to our goal to buy that farm, but we still got over halfway to go. So still going to be a little bit here, maybe a few more in-game years. We'll have to see. Knock out that sign while we're at it. I am fully decided, though, that will be our next purchase because I kind of want to move the farm more in that direction. Be interesting to change things up a little bit. Because while hogs are great and all, we've been doing them since like episode 3, and we're on like, I think it's like 50 something now. So we've been doing hogs for a little while. Get all of them unloaded and going Load up our last 30 more hogs out of here. There we go. We'll take this half a load and bring back a full load with us. There we go. We'll sell the last half a load. 9,700 bucks from that one. Purchase 100 more of them. And we finish hog selling season with almost $113,000. Now that we got that done for the year, we're just going to park the semi right there, jackknife it, make sure we do that. Combine is full. We got some stuff to do. The corn's ready. I don't know if I have a helper yet. This machine is ready to go. I think the sprayer is probably done at this point. So we're going to get this guy rolling over here on planting. Yep, the sprayer is finished up. So we're going to run that over, do this little spot over here quick, and then we're going to make the sprayer not be running for a little while so we can run the forage harvester, because we're not done harvesting corn over on this field, and I need to use the forage harvester a little bit. So we're just going to take some time off of spraying for the time being. But we'll go ahead and get this last little spot right here knocked out and get it picked up and folded up. We'll park this right here. Okay, we found the grain cart. It's getting dark here in May while we're harvesting corn. Harvesting corn in May, yep. Just don't question. But we'll get the combine unloaded here so he can keep going, get this field finished off. We can just leave that there. We're going to grab this machine now, and we're going to get this thing unfolded and get him turned around here, put that head down, and get him working on some silage. The grain cart, or the combine rather, is done unloading, so we're going to get this unloaded here and get the hogs over there some food, because they're probably getting pretty hungry, those new little wiener pigs. So we'll get this load thrown in here. It's not going to be a full load, but it should be pretty good. So we'll run that over, a little over halfway full. Short little jog over here and get that dumped. We'll bring the semi back here and just, oh, wow, that's laggy. I don't know why I did that. It's the first time ever it's lagged on this new phone that I have. We'll park the semi right there, though. We'll get this other semi taken back over to the dairy farm for the time being, so we're not going to need this. Oh shoot, I still have animals in here. I didn't unload them. Well, that was smart. And unload all. There we go. Now they're all out of the trailer. We'll go take the trailer, unhook it, and probably see if we can pull a little cattle feed out of the silo. We don't have very much. I don't think it's even like a half a... Why is it lagging so bad right here? Well, I don't know what's up with that. That's weird. But we'll be able to pull out a little bit of feed for them. But then more will be coming in here pretty soon once the silage is being chopped. Get backed up here to the feed trailer. Get that filling up. Get the auger put out. Okay, well, it was more of a load than I thought it was going to be because I didn't think that there was that much. But it's a decent amount. So we're going to get that dumped into the silos here. Not the silos, into the barn. And that'll be it for feed for the time being until the chopper gets full, which is probably pretty soon. Never mind, it already happened. So I guess we'll go and run this thing over, get it unload quick. We're just going to keep running it back and forth. Not going to bother hooking it up to a tractor because honestly, by the time we hook and unhook, it just wastes so much time. So with this thing going 25 mile an hour and just right across the road from the field, it's not too bad. Cut across the grass field here and get things done. There we go. We'll get that dumped into the silage blower there, send it up the side of the harvester. The combine's also going to need to be unloaded here pretty soon too. He's about full and about finished up with that field. There we go. We're empty, so we'll run back out to the field now. Keep him going there. We'll run the cart over towards the combine here, but it looks like he might have the whole field done, so he might have been able to get done without getting full. But he obviously thinks that there's still some invisible corn he needs to harvest. But while he's gone, we'll just unload him on the go, I guess. Oh, he wants to go that way now. Never mind, I thought we were going to be able to nicely unload. But obviously we have to go back this way to the invisible cornfield. Oh, okay. Okay, we're stopping. Great. Well, we'll get him unloaded and then move him over to the next field. Okay, there we go. He is unloaded. We'll just kind of pull this off to the side for right now and find the combine and get him running on this field. So we just always got to keep the combine running here. There we go. We kind of got everything running right now, kind of under control. We'll get the grain cart moved up here to this field. We could grab another load of feed here, because there's a little bit from the load that we just dumped in, so might as well just fill that up quick and dump it into the cattle barn. There we go, another load to get dumped in there. There's one little strip. Oh, that must have been from this field. Oh well. We'll get the semi pulled up here to the next field, kind of so it's a little bit closer, and then that's probably going to do it for today's video. We'll just park this right there. All the helpers are getting stuff done, getting corn harvested, forage chopped, as well as planting. So that's probably going to be it for this one, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like. Also consider subscribing to the channel. And if you have any comments or questions, you can leave those down in the comment section below. But I hope you guys all have a great day. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you all in the next one.